Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back again, everybody. We are back with another fragrance review right here, guys. I'm kind of catching up because I was on vacation in Canada and I have a lot of fragrances to review. This one really got fast-tracked because there is a lot of hype riding on this latest Louis Vuitton fragrance, and I'm sure some of y'all have heard initial reviews, initial comments, good and bad feedback. So I'm sure a lot of y'all are really tuning in today to make sure you get the no hype response from me on this fragrance. I can't wait to review this, guys. Let's go. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, especially that we are headed towards 22,000 subscribers. So please continue all your support, guys. I really feel all the support. I mean, this is what runs me to do this stuff and buy a lot of these expensive samples, try them out, really put my attention to it so I can give you guys the most unbiased, no hype reviews out there on these fragrances, guys. Continue your support, guys. Thank you very much. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than the latest 2024 Louis Vuitton release. This is none other than Louis Vuitton Lovers. Yes, Louis Vuitton Lovers, guys. Now, this fragrance right here, there's a lot riding on this fragrance for a couple reasons. Number one, well, right now, as of right now, Louis Vuitton is a force to be reckoned with when it comes to the fragrance world, all right? So on top of being a powerhouse in the fashion community, well, now they are making a lot of headway into the fragrance world because they have released, like it or not, a lot of really popular bangers, guys, okay? It's not just like a mainstream thing. A lot of people from niche to mainstream own Louis Vuitton fragrances because they're just amazing, all right? So that's number one. And number two, this is the first foray of Skateboard P, Pharrell Williams, as creative director of Louis Vuitton. So it's his name, and of course, I don't know how you guys know him, but I know him from the Neptunes, like the music, the Bapes, the BBC ice cream brand, the streetwear. And so I really view Pharrell as kind of like a maestro of art and music, and he's now the creative director of Louis Vuitton. And I believe this fragrance is actually part creative directed by his daughter as well. So, I mean, this is his first deal with Louis Vuitton. I mean, status post, you know, Virgil, RIP. And so here we are, guys. And so everybody's excited on what Pharrell will bring to the table regarding this fragrance. Now, here's the interesting thing. By concept, this is supposed to smell like sunlight, or that's at least what Pharrell wanted, for the fragrance to smell like sunlight. And as somebody that's really reviewed a lot of LV fragrances in the past, my first thought was, why? You know, why sunlight? I mean, I know it's like spring, summer, but the thing is, Louis Vuitton has made a ton of citrusy fragrances, a lot of really good ones, actually. Like if you look at Sun Song, for example, which is like same concept, sunlight, and that was a nice, like, bright citrus. Same with Symphony. I just reviewed that not too long ago. Another citrusy banger. You have Afternoon Swim, Meteore, and a lot of other fragrances in the brand that already do this. So I really wondered if that's exactly what he wanted, or, are we going to get something else? And boy, did we get something else, guys, all right? So this is why there's a lot of mixed feedback on Lovers, good and bad. And so that is what I'm going to explain here on this review. I mean, I have tested this thoroughly. I've got a lot of things to say, guys. I will dispel some things that, people are saying about this fragrance, at least from my point of view. And I'll give you guys a full breakdown on this no hype. Again, let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, Louis Vuitton Lovers by Pharrell Williams, guys. I cannot wait to tell you guys my results of testing this fragrance. Now, first question, does this fragrance smell like sunlight? Well, if you were thinking of an impactful citrusy blast, a bright mood-enhancing bomb of citrus, then let me tell you right now that it's not what you'll get. All right, that is not what you'll get. And this is why a lot of people consider the intro of this fragrance, well, underwhelming, guys. All right. And again, this is because, I mean, if you were thinking sunlight, I know what you guys are thinking at home. You are thinking about some bright citrusy blast. But again, this is already done. This is already overplayed in the brand. Okay, so you are not getting that. But what you are getting, guys, is a beautiful gent scent intro that, to be honest, is underwhelming because it's just simply a vintagey bergamot and a lot of green, piney, foresty galbanum, all right, a prominent galbanum, to make this basically like a green masculine gent scent intro, slightly vintagey. And of course, that is not what you will think or what you will expect if you are thinking sunlight, guys, all right? But of course, if you're thinking like maybe sunlight in a forest, then maybe this one applies because, again, you will still get the crispness of the bergamot, but really it is a vintage style, like masculine style. For some reason, I thought about like 1872 by Clive Christian, just green, masculine, and gent scent. And so again, this won't be loved by everyone, but let me tell y'all that after like 4 wears or 3-4 wears, it started to grow on me. Why? Because it's also usable, right? Because this is also, although not complex, not new, I mean, really not new because there's a lot of green scents that kind of smell like this, it's still usable. So again, this intro, again, is not too likable. It's not too incredible. And of course, that's kind of not congruent with Pharrell because Pharrell comes in with a bang and you're not getting a bang, but instead you get a usable, kind of conservative gent scent, masculine gent scent, green with vintagey citrus here in the opening of LV Lovers. Now, here's the thing that I'm sure some of y'all really want me to tackle on this fragrance. The similarity, alleged similarity to Le Labo Santal 33. What the hey? I mean, this is really off the beaten path, right? Because again, we're talking sunlight here. But then, you know, again, when I read like initial reviews on this fragrance, people were bringing up Santal 33. And boy, I was just like, this is it. I'm sure a lot of people will want me to say if this really is like part Santal 33. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Okay, upon testing this fragrance, guys, 30 minutes in, and that's the thing too. The galbanum, although it is prominent green, again, with vintagey citrus. Well, the citrus gets enveloped anyways by the galbanum. Again, gent scent masculine green. Eventually, though, in 30 minutes into the fragrance. So say you don't like it that much. It doesn't even last 30 minutes anyways because you are going to get Santal 33, guys. All right, Santal 33. Classic smell, which is basically your dry sandalwood with the slight pickle smell. All right, you will get that in 30 minutes, within 30 minutes of smelling this fragrance. Now, sure, there is some slight overlap with the galbanum, but if you know your perfume and you're wearing it and you smell that part here, you know it's Santal 33. And that made me think about all these people that were saying, no, it's not Santal 33. And I'm just thinking, well, do they work for LV? Are they trying to distract people from saying that? Because straight up 30 minutes in, again, you've got the dill pickle. It's not as intense, I would say, as Santal 33, but you still have that dry sandalwood pickle smell coming out in 30 minutes, guys. Okay, and so I was shocked, guys. I was like, oh my god, they basically stole or took a page out of Santal 33 and basically made it like a hybrid, right? And I was thinking, are these like creative direction like sessions even real? You know what I mean? Do they really sit down and go, I want this to smell like like light or sunlight, or are they really sitting down saying, hey, what's a good perfume that we can steal from? Let's try Santal 33 because that's really, really hot, and you know, the fashionistas love it. You know, I don't know if this is what happens in their little board meetings, but straight up, guys, it is, again, confirmed from me, Santal 33 coming out of the mid, your dry, woodsy sandalwood with the slight pickle smell. Now, here's the thing. Love it or hate it, okay? The result of this is a ton of compliments, all right? And that is something that I got wearing this fragrance, both from the galbanum smell, that masculine ginseng galbanum, and the Santal 33 smell that came right after. And a lot of my friends who are actually Lalabo heads thought that I was wearing Santal 33, and they were just like, it smells so familiar. And I'm like, well, yeah, because it's part Santal 33. And so this fragrance, though, love it or hate it, you hate the concept of how they're doing it, does create a lot of compliments, a lot of positive feedback around people. And again, this galbanum, which is, again, some people will find underwhelming and unimpactful. The thing is, like, this reminded me of my favorite, like, work scent, cedarwood and bergamot, which was a lot more stronger on the galbanum. A lot of people love that stuff, okay? Part of it is foresty, green, and fresh, and a lot of people do like that, although it is pretty simple. But again, add the Santal 33, and that changes, and in my opinion, will change people's opinions, because, hey, it's Santal 33. The effectiveness, the compliments, everyone around you will get to smell it, and they know it's a trendy scent. You will get that while wearing Louis Vuitton Lovers. Okay, now let's talk about the initial sillage and projection of Louis Vuitton Lovers. This fragrance is a nice lingering scent with a scent trail, and people 5 to 6 feet away will be able to smell you, but it's also got that draw-in from that Santal 33 smell. And so it is a draw-in scent as well. And I had people around me, like I said, complimenting me on how amazing this fragrance was that I was wearing. And, you know, this is really just the Louis Vuitton formula. I mean, when I, you know, review Louis Vuitton fragrances, I don't really look at the complexity or the note changes or the combinations, because 100%, most of these fragrances, Louis Vuitton fragrances, are just simple. Everything is super simply made, and it's writing on the brand, which a lot of people love, Louis Vuitton. But the formulas are very, very simple, easy to understand, easy to like, uncomplicated, and so that is what you get. This is an effective fragrance just on the intro, with that foresty galbanum, that vintagey start, masculine, ginseng, and then boom, Santal 33 mid. Crazy. Now, here's the interesting part. What is the coverage of your Santal 33 smell? Again, that dry sandalwood, Piccadilly Circus. How long does that Piccadilly Circus last? All right, so this went from 30 minutes. It started at 30 minutes into the fragrance and lasted up to hour 7. Matter of fact, it went all the way till the end, but there is, you know, a change at hour 7. But that is how long the coverage is. So this is kind of like a hybrid. You've got Santal 33 plus galbanum in this fragrance, guys. Masculine ginseng green plus Santal 33 equals LV Lovers. And it's a long coverage of that Santal 33, which makes it pretty effective if you plan to use this as a Santal 33 fragrance. 7 hours of that before any real changes come in. That is a pretty long coverage of this mid. Now, on the mid, there is ginger as well, but the ginger is actually mild, and it comes in at around the 2.5 to 3 hour mark. So it's kind of like a late entry into this mid, this slightly warming ginger, guys, okay? It is not as crazy as the ginger that you get in Le Manzate or the Tiger formula. It's there as a simple modifier so that you have that warm blanket right after that Santal 33 smell. And guys, you know that this is kind of the same formula in Santal 33, but instead of ginger, you get like cardamom, you get orris, you get violet. certain like sweeter smelling blankets of warmth is what you get in the OG Santal 33. But in this case with LV Lovers, you get a very mild ginger warming blanket, really at the latter end of the mid. Now past all that, on the dry down, past 7 hours of that Santal 33 coverage, mixed in with some ginger, you do get some dry cedar. Dry sandalwood is still going to be there, but the pickle definitely is going to be much less. I mean, just here and there past the 7 hour mark, and you'll still get some warming ginger overlapping in this dry down as well. Pretty simple, guys. And again, it goes a different direction than Santal 33, guys. All right. So this fragrance, guys, total performance was 10 hours. Okay. 9 to 10, actually. 9 to 10 hours significant scent. But I will say this, that whole coverage, guys, of like the whole Santal 33 on the 7 hour mark was actually pretty prominent. So it's not like a weak sauce like Santal 33 type smell. It's actually pretty damn prominent, okay? But longevity wise, I guess it's because all the sandalwood got projected in the start and the mid of this fragrance, that on the dry down, it's pretty much like cedar and remnants of the sandalwood note, remnants of the ginger note. Now, ultimately, here's how I feel about this fragrance, Louis Vuitton Lovers. First and foremost, this is effective, all right? It won't be exactly what you imagined it to be because you're thinking Sunlight or you're thinking Pharrell Williams and this explosive new iteration of the Louis Vuitton brand. It's not what it is, but if we follow, like I said, the reasons why Louis Vuitton fragrances are, really sought after is because number one, they are simple, and number two, they are effective. And I believe that this fragrance, like it or not, whether or not it's in your liking, this fragrance is simple and effective. All right. And first and foremost, I will say this, it is a grower. So this is something that if you're just judging it on one spray, one try, you're going to say all these bad things about it. But on the second, third, and fourth of wearing this, and that's why I got a bigger decant right here, guys, you will start loving it. And especially once you get the feedback. Once you get the feedback from other people, again, smelling that fresh foresty galbanum, that gent scent galbanum, and then Santal 33, I mean, you can't argue against that because, again, you will get the good feedback. You will get the good compliments from people around you, especially from those that know their fragrances. And so, yeah, it's not going to be what you expect at all. But if we go by simplicity and effectiveness, I mean, definitely this fragrance does it 100%. And usage-wise, obviously, this will be a grabber, okay? This will be a grabber. It could be an upscale grabber as well. This can be safe at work as well. So there's a lot of usage here, and I believe this was made for men. And so this is pretty masculine. It's a masculine twist to Santal 33, which is liked by, women as well. A lot of women love Santal 33, primarily because you get the pickle, the Piccadilly Circus, but then afterwards you get cardamom and violet and orris, a different like twist on that, kind of like a femme twist on Santal 33, whereas with this fragrance, it's mostly masculine, a galbanum foresty start and a ginger dry woods end, all right? And then the Santal 33 smell is squished right in between. So this is much more masculine in use if you're looking for a masculine modification or hybrid of Santal 33. Again, very effective masculine grabber, and you can wear this anytime, anywhere. I'm thinking about like Philippines and Bangladesh and Pakistan or wherever it is that it's really hot right now, Singapore, and you can wear this with total ease. So it is definitely a spring summer type of fragrance, but I mean, hey, you can use this as well in the colder weather, and it's just like a casual feel-good grab. And again, if you know Santal 33, you know the effectiveness of that, then you're gonna be confident wearing this fragrance right here. And finally, let's talk about the cost, okay? Is this worth a full bottle? My suggestion, get a decant first. Try this 4 or 5 times for you to get a full understanding and feel of this fragrance. If it grows on you, 100% it grew on me. And I think it is full bottle worthy. Now, the price of this is like 300 something, and it's the same price as Santal 33. So that's a funny thing. And so, you know, I think it's just like personal preference of where it goes. If you want something more masculine, go with Lovers. If you want something more unisex and more direct in the Santal 33 smell, then go with Santal 33. They are priced the same. They have both clout. But of course, if you want the latest, newest, hottest thing, you might want to go with this one because this is the one everybody's talking about under, you know, Louis Vuitton, Pharrell's Louis Vuitton guys, okay? So if you're going with clout, this might be much more hyped than Santal 33 right now. But again, similar Santal 33 smells, different direction. Again, this is a grower. I can't say this enough that the more I spray this fragrance, I actually like it a lot more. And I see myself wearing this as a grabber every single time at this point. Lovely. And that is it. That is my no hype review on this latest Louis Vuitton fragrance, Lovers by Pharrell Williams, guys. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance. I'm sure at this point, a lot of y'all have tried it or at least got a decant or tried it at the Louis Vuitton boutique. Let me know what y'all think of this fragrance. Were you also underwhelmed by the intro? And were you amazed by the fragrance in the totality of it? Let me know on the comments below as well. Can't wait to read them. Again, there are no right or wrong answers. I just love to hear your feedback about this, guys. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll be back with another video very, very soon before the month closes. I've got some exciting stuff, Acne Studios, Frederick Mall, and some other things that I really want to discuss here. So again, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless. Take care. Peace.